The Seoul High Court has just delivered its appeals ruling on former President Yoon Suk Yeol's obstruction of justice case. For details on this, I have our political correspondent An Sung-jin standing by live outside the court. Sung-jin, welcome. Let's start with that ruling.
Right, Sunny. First of all, we are nearby the Seoul High Court as close as we can. We couldn't go any closer due to large rallies of supporters and police clashes by the main entrance. Now, I've been out here since the appellate ruling for former President Yoon Suk Yeol began at 3 p.m. And what we've been seeing is that though the security measures have actually loosened, we still see vehicle blockades positioned by each of the entrances. A special appellate panel by the Seoul High Court dedicated to insurrection-related cases sentenced Yoon to 7 years for obstructing his own arrest and related charges. This is more than the first ruling, which was 5 years, but less than what the prosecutors had appealed for, which was 10 years. The verdict was handed down at around 4 p.m. The court cited a range of factors in making the decision: violation of the Presidential Security Act for ordering the deletion of secure phone records, abuse of power and special obstruction of public officials in execution of duties during Yoon's first attempt to block arrests, and ordering the deletion of secure phone records. This marks the first appellate decision tied to allegations surrounding the December 3rd martial law declaration and the inaugural case handled by the court's insurrection-focused division.
Right, so Sung-jin, what exactly were his charges and what have both parties been claiming?
Right, former President Yoon Suk Yeol faced multiple charges, including allegedly mobilizing the Presidential Security Service to obstruct an execution of an arrest warrant by the Corruption Investigation Office of high-ranking officials. He is also accused of convening a flawed meeting ahead of the declaration of the martial law and drafting a martial law proclamation, destroying it, and ordering the deletion of secure phone call records. In the initial trial held in January, the court sentenced him to 5 years in prison, which the prosecutors from the special counsel appealed, arguing it was too lenient, leading to this appeal. Prosecutors had argued that Yoon's actions undermined the constitutional order and represented an abuse of state power. They also criticized Yoon for denying the allegations, shifting blame onto subordinates, and showing no signs of remorse. Yoon's defense team continued to maintain the position that the Corruption Investigation Office for high-ranking officials lacked jurisdiction to investigate charges of insurrection. Meanwhile, in a separate case for charges of leading an insurrection, Yoon was sentenced to life imprisonment in February, with the appellate trial currently in motion. That's all I have for you now. Back to you.
All right, Sung-jin, thank you for that coverage. That was An Sung-jin live at the Seoul High Court.